check, 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 check.
We're not announcing it all. Well, it seems like it maybe turned them off.
Now loading. Activated. Battery about 75%.
Both of them on now? Okay. Welcome to the game that will determine third place in the tournament, third and fourth. It'd be the San Diego Aftershocks versus the Carolina Wrecking Balls. I am the Cash Man. I'll be one of your wonderful speakers. I'm joined by
Discussions, and it's great to be here at the MRDA Western Hemisphere Cup. Again, we've had a great weekend of Derby leading into this. Love to see the high-level play from all teams. How about you, Cashman? How have you enjoyed it?
I'm super excited. I cannot wait. This has been the best tournament I've ever called in my life, and I'm so happy. And I cannot wait for this game and the next game.
Well, and a big thank you to the Cleveland Guardians for hosting this tournament right here in Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
And we also want to thank the Undead as well for streaming this so professionally.
Big thank you as well, to them. We've already got the great cheering section for Carolina coming in now. So why don't we go ahead and introduce our Carolina Wrecking Balls. Number 02 is Toto. Number 1013 is Cosmic Chocolate. Number 108 is Nightshade. Number 11, Numchuck. Number 13, Brick House. Number 1633, T-Puff. Number 18, Dr. Dreidel. Number 214, Valentina Massacre. Number 29, Naughty or Nicely. Number 3, Fight. Number 33, Shut Ya Mouse. Number 35, Old Dirty Packer. Number 63, Moody. Number 667, Billy Goat. And number 87, Black and Wild.
All right, and your San Diego Aftershocks in white for this game. Number 1, Whole Effin' Show. Number 100, Quiet Riot. Number 1134.
No, keep going.
1134, Just Dave. Number 126, Lambo RPDs. Number 20, Murda. Number 215, Boo Gagi. Number 28, Death Down Under. 333, True Blocka. Number 35, Sharknado. Number 50, Mr. Taco. Number 55, Astro Stash. Number 69, Dr. B. 91, Grandmaster Smash. Number 92, Slick Shoes. And number 93, Waterboy. That is your San Diego Aftershocks.
Thanks. Volunteers and officials, if you have time, dinner is now being served in the volunteer suite. So volunteers and officials, if you are off this game, feel free to stop by the volunteer room. Dinner is now available.
Yeah, just in time for us to be tied up for the next 2 hours.
Yeah. We don't need to eat, Cash.
You are correct.
Just about 50 seconds left of Derby. For those in the house, we've got event merch on sale out front. It's 25% off for the rest of the day. Be sure to go grab your event merch. Also, we've got drinks on sale with some pint glasses. Those pint glasses have been discounted down to $5. Grab some pint glasses and get them going, because I think we're going to see some lead changes here quite a few times, Cashman, and you're going to want a drink in your hand to celebrate that.
Certainly, without a doubt. And speaking of drinking it, to all our amazing fans, the Cleveland Guardians request that you please refrain from eating nuts or nut products in the facility so that we can provide a safe environment for all our whole community. And you get $5 pint glasses today right now. Just don't sit in the front row, and you can bring them in here as well.
Yep, all balls, no nuts.
There we go. Looks like we've got Numchuck with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls, and we have Dr. B for the San Diego Aftershocks. And a spin around, and Numchuck does pick up the lead jam for Carolina Wrecking Balls. Great move doing that apex jump, getting killed halfway through it, landing in bounds and picking up 4 points on that pass. It was Numchuck.
Yeah, Toto picking up a forearm and head to the penalty box. So Wrecking Balls are a blocker down right now.
Dr. B with the star stashed is looking to make this pass through the pack.
Yeah, meanwhile, Numchuck up against a team of 4 blockers trying to squeeze his way through, and he is finding struggle there with Aftershock holding him back.
Some intense 3 walls here.
Yeah, Lambo back there having some heavy toe stop action, doing a great job keeping Numchuck off. Oh, and Lambo comes back around, provides some offense for his guys. Doesn't work, though. Lambo's trying to beat into the pack. Both jammers up against a full team of blockers.
With the star stash, it could go as a pass if they wanted, or...
And that's Toto back in the box for a second time this jam. I think that's a D. Does that say D for directional? Very tiny
You're
screen
correct.
for the
You're
announcers.
Correct. Yep.
And they call it off. That's it. Going to be an 8-0 jam. First jam out of the pack for the Wrecking Balls, 8-0. Our after party will be this evening after the championship game. That's the next game at the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery here in Cleveland Heights from 10 to 1. Food has been provided for everyone by the Cleveland Guardians. And there's going to be custom roller derby drinks. Come celebrate with the champions.
Got Black and Wild with the star for the Wrecking Balls. It's like Sharknado for San Diego Aftershocks.
Black and Wild picks up lead and is out and ready to score. Sharknado finally clears the pack, and he's coming around chasing.
And a quick call off, it sounded like. No, it wasn't called off.
Looks like Black and Wild picked up a foul and wasn't able to call off. So Black and Wild headed to the penalty box. Sharknado's on a power jam and has picked up 4 points.
Sharknado looking to pass this back in turn 4. Coming around with 1 to beat. Another 4 points on the board. 3 points. Pardon me. No pass, no point, as they say.
Sharknado threw to the outside, tried to get knocked out by Dr. Dreidel. Unable, though. He stayed in right on the outside line with a spin move. Came through for another 4. Black and Wild's back out on the track. He's trying to make his way through and make up for lost time. He clears the pack for 4 points. And now it's Jammer v. Jammer coming around turn 1.
It's great absorption of the hit from Sharknado from number 13, staying in bounds and tiptoeing down the line to make that pass.
Yeah, Sharknado takes a clean pass on the inside. Ooh, huge hit on Black and Wild there. Jam runs the time, it looks like. And it looks like a couple penalties for that hit maybe on Black and Wild. We'll see if anyone's headed to the box. But a 19-point jam for the Aftershocks there. 8 points for Carolina, but that is a lead change.
There we go.
Aftershocks 19, Carolina Wrecking Balls 16. Make sure to stop by the bar, the alcohol station in the back, or we've got people going around taking orders. While you're back there grabbing a drink, be sure to check out Next Level Skate Shop. Voted the best skate shop in Cleveland, Next Level Skate Shop is a woman-owned business that has both been a longtime official sponsor for the Cleveland Guardians. Be sure to stop by Coco's booth on Turn 4 for all your roller derby needs.
Awesome. Definitely stay up to date on all of the social media news by following the MRDA social media pages. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram by searching at Men's Roller Derby Association.
So it does look like the officials in the center discussing the actions on the last play. It does look like we have a Carolina blocker in the box.
Or as we call it, the Derby Rocks penalty box.
Oh my god.
Little rhyming.
Chris Schramm got plenty of free advertising. I don't know. Hold on, let's what do we have to plug? I don't have anything to plug, Cash.
We got lots of stuff here.
Okay. What about the
But we are back to the action. Looks like we have the whole effing show with the star for the Aftershocks. T Puff wearing the star for the Wrecking Balls.
Yeah, T-Puff, huge aggression from him throughout this game. Really physical jammer, and he comes out with lead, but he is followed closely behind by whole effing show. This is going to be a quick jam. He makes it through, calls it after picking up, it looks like just 2 points. 2 points for T-Puff on that jam. Doesn't look like a whole effing show is able to pick up any. Again, though, folks, as expected, close derby here. Carolina Wrecking Balls 18, San Diego Aftershocks 19.
I have a feeling you're correct on your prediction of a lot of lead changes. Do have a stop in play right now. The referee's calling a timeout. Voted the best skate shop in Cleveland. Next Level Skate Shop is a woman-owned business that has been a longtime official sponsor for the Cleveland Guardians. Be sure to stop by Coco's booth on Turn 4 for all your roller derby needs.
Yeah, speaking of plugs for announcers, though, Johnny Pepper, one of our announcers, is going to be at the 2024 Clover Cup. That's the Dallas Derby Devils are hosting that 2024 Cup. The 2024 Clover Cup is in Richland Hills, Texas, March 22 through 24th. It's going to have sanctioned games from JRDA, WIFTA, and MRDA.
Oh, after discussion, black number 1-3 sent to the penalty box for
Carolina.
Yeah, was it
Illegal contact.
illegal contact. Got Numchuck with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls. Grandmaster Smash for the San Diego Aftershocks. And Numchuck picking up the lead jam.
And this jam's being called for injury. Meanwhile, it looks like 3 points were awarded. I saw a 3 go up for Carolina. While we're at it, Cleveland Guardians are proud to support the Black Trans Men of Ohio.
Not to re-injury.
And 3 points on the board for the Wrecking Balls, and they are now in the lead 21-19. We've got 23-28 left in this first half. So we'll have a power start for the Aftershocks here with Numchuck in the penalty box for the Wrecking Balls. And we've got Dr. B with the star for the Aftershocks. And a power jam now, once breaking through and getting lead. Little swivel move to the outside in turn one, picking up 4 points on that pass for the Aftershocks. Penalty box has emptied. All skaters are on the track now.
And Old Derry Packer getting sent to the penalty box. Aftershock still holding lead jam for this jam.
Directional penalty going against number 17. 667, I'm in. Billy going to the penalty box.
And with an 8-0 jam, the Aftershocks trigger yet another lead change.
And that was the first jam of the game where the Aftershocks picked up lead. Sharknado with the star for the Aftershocks this jam. Black and Wild for the Carolina Wrecking Balls.
That's Sharknado out as lead for the Aftershocks. Black and Wild getting recycled all the way to the back.
Oh, nice move going and shifting to the outside, getting past and picking up 4 points. A race back to the pack, I'm guessing, before a call off. Or not.
Yeah, Sharknado coming back around for another 4, but he's going to have to make it quick because Black and Mild is hot on his tail. And that's what happens. He hits the pack for 2 on that pass. Black and Wild doesn't make it in, making that a 10-0 jam, 37-21 Aftershocks. Going into another official timeout. We'll do this again. Cleveland Guardians are proud to support the Black Trans Men of Ohio, whose mission is to increase the visibility and quality of the Black trans masculine individual through community building, mentorship, and providing access to resources in the state of Ohio. You can support their organization by visiting their website at btmohio.org.
Yeah, I think, okay. Okay, looks like the scoreboard needs a little update here. Well, we got a second. 2 points going towards Carolina at the end of that jam.
You know what's working perfectly for this tournament, though, is the city of Cleveland Heights. Cleveland Guardians would love to thank the city of Cleveland Heights and the Cleveland Heights Community Center for being proud supporters of one of the most diverse sports around. Be sure to check out the many local shops, businesses, and restaurants in the area, all of which are just minutes away from the venue.
Very cool. Hey, our after party will be tonight after the championship game at the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery here in Cleveland Heights from 10 p to 1 a. Food has been provided for everyone by the Cleveland Guardians, and there'll even be custom roller derby drinks you can order. A lager called Apex Hops and a cocktail called Old Fashioned Roller Derby. Come celebrate with the champions tonight.
I'll be there. Will you, Cash? You going to join us there? Just say yes.
I would love to. I'm going to be there. Yes. Come up, and that's why, because you can get your autographs from your favorite skaters as well as your favorite announcers,
Of course.
and SOs and skating refs.
Yep, autographs from the announcers for a low price of $5, and or a beer. We'll take either. Be sure to stay up to date on all the social media news by following the MRDA social media pages. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram by searching at Men's Roller Derby Association.
We appreciate everybody who's out here helping make this happen this weekend. Thank you so much to everybody. Couldn't do it without these great volunteers, and so I'm so happy to be part of this because this has been so much fun.
Cleveland Guardians doing a great job hosting this event. Speaking of that, I believe we still have members of the Guardians going around taking drink orders, but if you want to right now, you can hop back behind the stands. There is the alcohol booth. They still are selling beer and cocktails. And be sure to pick up a custom pint glass for the event. Those are now discounted down to $5. You can bring them into the rink, just not in the first row. And you can take them anywhere you want in the high-rise stands on the left side of the track.
And we are still trying to figure this out, the problems we're having. So hosting the first MRDA championship since 2019 has been a lot of work with many obstacles, but Cleveland Guardians are honored to host the best in the Men's Roller Derby Association here at the 2023 MRDA Western Hemisphere Cup. In fact, we all got to touch that cup in a picture. Maybe it'll show up someplace. Who knows? We hope you are enjoying the event. You can support the postseason tournament by purchasing some of the awesome merch, maybe a beer or two. Enjoy the weekend, but if you'd like to offer more support, MRDA and Cleveland Guardians are accepting donations via PayPal at Cleveland Guardians. Both organizations are 501c3 nonprofits, and your donations will help us raise the funds we need for a successful event. Thank you for keeping us on the track.
You can hit your next level in roller derby with personalized training, off skates, on skates, and video review. Check out Roller Derby Level Up. They have your training covered. Big shout out to the Pittsburgh Undead Stream team for being our streaming provider for this event. Doing a great job with a huge crew out. Got multiple cameras. We've got roving camera, and they're hosting a great stream on twitch.tv.
Very cool. We also want to thank all our skating and non-skating officials. Got Geo Knitter, Scotchy Scott, Bubbles Desmere, Margie Rams, Kitty Stardust, Intelligil, Dragon Harass, Night Trotter, Geo Knitter, Atomic Annie Dread, and RDFM, Candyman, Guinness, Damon Mistress, Zero, Doesn't Matter, Ruins, Ninja Sassum.
Yeah, that's what happens when you harass a dragon. It's dragon harassment.
Oh, I think we got it now figured out.
All right. Following that clear up, the current score, San Diego Aftershocks 37, Carolina Wrecking Balls 25, going in to jam number 7.
Got T-Pup with the start for the Carolina Wrecking Balls. Whole effing show for the Aftershocks. And on coming around the outside of the pack, the whole effing show does pick up lead jam. All right, third straight lead jam for San Diego.
Yeah, both teams, we can see why they are battling for the bronze. Really evenly matched. They are meeting each other in the packs, and it is not one particular team taking it away. Great defense on both sides. Huge plays for offense on both sides. Just like that, both teams through. Whole effing show forced to call it off because T-Puff made it through. 8-4 jam for the Aftershocks.
And we've got Numchuck with the star for the Wrecking Balls. Grandmaster Smash for the Aftershocks. Numchuck picking up that lead jam for the Wrecking Balls. Numchuck picking up a cut there. It was kind of a difficult apex jump a minute ago, and then going to the outside, getting called for a track cut. It is now a power jam for Grandmaster Smash and the San Diego Aftershock.
Yep, and with that, we're going to go the full 2 minutes. Just about a minute left in this jam. Smash going to take advantage of this power jam as best of his ability.
It's the third loss lead by Carolina in this first half so far.
Yeah, we often talk about the fact that gaining lead is one of the keys to success in the sport. But the second part of that is probably keeping it throughout the jam. Losing that lead completely defeats that advantage you gain by working hard at the start.
And Numchuck putting up 4 points on that first scoring pass. Both jammers putting up 8 there. We've got 53 Aftershocks, 37 Carolina Wrecking Balls with 17-13 left in this first half.
And on the lineup, it looks like we've got number 69, Dr. B. And Black and Wild out as lead for Carolina after a nice little hop on the outside. Quick spin around the track and through for his first scoring pass. That he does, powering through the Aftershock blockers. Quick 4.
We do have a star pass going to Lambo.
Yeah, Lambo.
Aftershocks.
Oh, Lambo tries to make it through, but it seems like he got a penalty there.
It was an illegal pass there, so Dr. B has to pick the star back up.
Yeah. Oh, and amidst that confusion, that gave Black and Wild time to score. However, he picks up a cut track penalty, heads to the box. That lets Dr. B continue on a power jam for Aftershocks. Tries to take a hop on the inside, gets knocked out by number 188, it would look like. I don't have 188 on my roster. 188, huge hit preventing that first pass. He got recycled, but meanwhile, Black and Wild back out on the track, and now it is a foot race between Black and Wild and Dr. V. Lambo picking up a penalty back there. In case you heard it, that was the Carolina bench exploding for the penalty that likely Lambo committed. Meanwhile, Black and Wild threw on the outside for another 4.
Almost at the end of this 2-minute jam with the lost lead for Carolina. I'm just realizing, I think when you have long hair, it makes those shot accents look so much different from behind. It really does, because there's some hard hitting going on out there in the pack.
Yeah, Lambo came out of that box on fire. Meanwhile, looks like for that jam, Carolina picked up 14 points to Aftershocks 9, taking the score to 51 Carolina, San Diego 62.
That's 5 jams straight that the Aftershocks been up. We'd like to acknowledge that this tournament is taking place in Cleveland, Ohio, on the traditional lands of the Erie, Kaskaskia, and Mississauga indigenous people. It is important the traditional lands of the. It's important to understand the indigenous voices are not a thing of the past. They are still here and they still matter. We encourage all present to take time to learn the history of the land and they skate on and to elevate the voices of the indigenous people and their ancestors. You can learn more about supporting the indigenous community of Cleveland by following the Lake Erie Native American Council, LENAC, on Facebook.
Cleveland Guardians are proud to support A Colors Plus, a nonprofit LGBTQ youth center with the mission to strengthen LGBTQ plus youth and allies by promoting individual and community wellness. All programming is free and open to all families and youth ages 19 and under. Your identity is important and you are wonderful just as you are. You are not alone. Visit colorsplus.org for more info.
Roller Derby Athletics is your ultimate online resource for new and seasoned skaters. We offer expert guidance, off skates, workouts, team training, and an inclusive community to help you level up. RDA strives to help skaters become safe, strong, and unstoppable.
Our Carolina team does have a huge fan club, and that extends to our viewers online. I'll remind our chat that some of Carolina's chants do get auto-filtered by the chat bots, so we do apologize if we mix some of them. We are trying to make most of them through.
Hit your next level in roller derby with the personalized training, off skates, on skates, and video review. Roller Derby Level Up has your training covered.
Chat's asking about CBD for the Shocks. According to our roster, CBD is not rostered for this game. I don't know if that's just a paperwork error. I don't see them on the bench, but that I've been wrong plenty of times before. Is swinging grits.
No, what, forward.
We're going to go to the track to our head referee for the outcome of the previous official timeout.
White 126 is being expelled for an egregious shove.
Yep, so that was that official timeout. After that, we did note it that Lambo did come out of the box pretty hot, and it looks like that's going to end in an expulsion for Lambo.
Thank you. Perfect.
Love that. And we are back in Derby. We've got T-Puff up against Sharknado.
Valentina Massacre just aimed out. He's from juniors from CJR.
Okay.
T-Puff is also former junior, and Billy was also a junior.
And that's T-Puff through for lead for Carolina.
T-Puff there with the star getting the lead jam for Carolina. T-Puff just aging out of juniors, which is pretty cool. Sharknado wearing the star for the Aftershocks this jam. not only Teepa, but also Valentina Massacre, as well as Billy, also aging out of juniors recently. Congratulations. You're in a third place game for champs. It is the future of Derby. You are correct. Got the whole effing show with the star for the Aftershocks.
We have an official timeout. Timeout, Carolina Wrecking Balls. It would appear.
Of course, you know, after this game, we're going to determine a champion of the Western Hemisphere Cup that will be between the Gatekeepers and Denver. And we're super excited for that. But this is going to determine who's third and fourth place. Both teams did fantastic in this tournament.
Again, drinks are on sale, folks, and the pint glasses for those drinks are discounted. Go grab a pint glass and a drink at our alcohol booth just behind the stands at track level. You can have the pint glass, just not in the front row on the track. You can take it anywhere else.
All right, getting back to the action, we have Numchuck with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls and the whole effing show for the Aftershocks. A great move, the whole effing show, just powering through that line, picking up lead for the Aftershocks. And we have a star pass going to Brickhouse now, the jammer on record for Carolina Wrecking Balls. That is our first star pass of the game.
Huge apex jump up on 1 foot by Brickhouse on the inside. Just barely stuck it, but he grabbed it with one toe stop, landed the other foot. Meanwhile, whole effing show, he still has lead and he is coming behind. Brickhouse in the pack scoring points. Whole effing show approaching now, trying to do the same.
Track cut called on Brickhouse going to the penalty box. It is now a power jam for the Aftershocks and the whole effing show.
Yeah, Brickhouse having a little bit of an opinion for the jam ref. He seems to think it was no pass, no points. Jam ref affirming and disagreeing wholeheartedly that it was in fact a cut.
No, because none of us ever make penalties, right?
Whole effing show, meanwhile, taking advantage of this. Power jam puts another 4 up. That takes us to 16 points for the Aftershock, 7 points for the Wrecking Balls. That jam, 82-61, San Diego still in the lead. Roller Derby Athletics is your ultimate online resource for new and seasoned skaters. We offer expert guidance, off-skates workouts, team training, and an inclusive community to help you level up. RDA strives to help skaters become safe, strong, and unstoppable.
Got Grandmaster Smash with a star for the Aftershocks and a power star with Brickhouse in the penalty box.
Ooh. Brickhouse trying for a move there, but number 333, True Blocka, did exactly that. True block Brickhouse and prevented that from happening. Meanwhile, Grandmaster Smash still trying to battle through Carolina's line, and it is not happening for him. Yeah, Brickhouse slow to get up that time. Refs calling that off for injury. Brickhouse okay though, up on his feet, back to the bench.
It's always better to err on the side of safety when it comes to a down skater on the track. Got Black and Wild with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls. Dr. B with the star for the San Diego Aftershocks. Dr. B making it out of the pack, but does not pick up lead as Black and Wild has established lead.
Yeah, Black and Wild got lead, but right after got recycled back to the pack. That gave Aftershocks a chance to break out and make it ahead, forced the call off before Black and Wild was even close to scoring points.
Sharknado, yeah. I can say I feel bad when he says 5 seconds if I'm talking. So got Sharknado with a star for the Aftershocks and Numchuck for the Wrecking Balls. And lead has been picked up by Numchuck. Trying to sneak around the inside of the second turn, gets spin around, taken out of bounds.
Yeah, Toto for Carolina headed back to the penalty box. We've seen him in there a few times. He's going to have to watch his penalty count.
Numchuck puts up 4, calls that jam off. 2 going the way of the Aftershocks. It is 84 Aftershock, 65 Carolina, 8:59 left in the first half.
Yeah, it sounds
So far, so like the Bulgogi.
That's not where my
We have an official review by the Aftershocks. Yeah. Stay up to date on all the social media news by following the MRDA social media pages. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram by searching at Men's Roller Derby Association.
They said their feed is stuck, so they're wanting to know what the score is. If we're all illegal.
Okay. The score. We have 85 Aftershock, 65 Carolina Wrecking Balls. It's interesting. Yeah.
San Diego is requesting an egregious striking penalty on Black 1633.
Carolina is, or no, sorry, San Diego. San Diego is requesting a egregious hit on T. Puff of Carolina Wrecking Balls.
Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
It's like right over. Yeah, it's right in front of us. I don't know. because there was a
Yeah,
push
fine.
two in there right in front of us.
I didn't see what happened. I saw the reaction.
Yeah, there was a push right.
If I recall egregious, but it's called penalty. That was not called penalty. I don't know if it's called egregious, but
It was definitely a high block. If anything, it was definitely a high block. I mean,
if any, it should be a jammer penalty.
It's like they got figured out.
Leg block stands. No, what? Review not retained.
that penalty.
That's upgrade. Yeah. No, thank you.
But they did.
Use your back.
So they didn't. Okay.
So after that review, the blocker in question, or the player in question that Aftershocks was trying to upgrade their penalty to egregious, they did not find enough evidence to determine that it was in fact egregious. It will be a single penalty, and that will stand. The Aftershocks will not retain the review.
And we've got 8:44 left in the first half of this game. Looks like we're getting ready to get back to the action here. The whole effing show with the star for the Aftershocks this jam. Black and Wild wearing the star for the Wrecking Balls. Both jammers go to the outside, and Black and Wild does break through and picks up the lead jam. Almost think they weren't ready for that one.
Yeah, Black and Wild, he got the whistle for lead, but then the outside ref called a no pass, no penalty, which put lead back open. Whole effing show picked up lead and has made his first pass through for 4. Meanwhile, Black and Wild takes a penalty, heads to the penalty box. Whole effing show's on a power jam, back through on his second scoring pass.
Black and Wild had it. Black and Wild just got hit penalty.
Whole effing show through for 4 again. He is still on a power jam.
So already got 8 points racked up on this jam so far. There's no calling off. We're going the full 2 minutes. We'll see how many more we can put up.
Like a big play on the outside. Whole effing show there in turn 4. Through for another 4 points. Black and Wild's back on the track and here to make up for lost time. Black and Wild, again, a great jammer we've seen make huge plays, big leaps. Oh, and went for an apex up, but a little butt block out by number 28, Death Down Under. Didn't get the cut for that, but it was a no pass, no points on Black and Wild. 3 points that pass for the Wrecking Balls.
It was a no pass, but knocked out of bounds. So
15-point jam there for the Aftershocks.
Okay.
They broke the century mark.
he's got Numchuck with a star for Carolina. Dr. B for the Aftershocks. It was quite an amazing knockout of bounds we saw. And San Diego did pass the 100-point mark in the last jam. Four points and a quick call off by the Aftershocks.
Just over 6 minutes remaining in the game. Aftershocks with close to a 40-point lead. With this weekend's tournament, that is just a couple of jams away if we've seen anything like we've seen in the other events. T-Puff out with the star for Carolina.
Smash with the star for the Aftershocks.
T-Puff makes it through. He has lead for the Wrecking Balls. Smash still trying to make his way through. Gets pushed out by number 33, Shut your mouth. But it's clean. He stays up on 1 foot and now smashes back around for a scoring pass.
Yeah,
T-Puff, though, sees that, calls it off before Smash has a chance to score.
blocker picking up a forearm penalty there, going to the penalty box. We're down to 5 minutes left in the first half. It's 104 Aftershock, 72 Carolina Wrecking Balls. Sharknado with the star for the Aftershocks. Black and Wild for the Wrecking Balls. Sharknado picking up a pretty quick lead jam right off the whistle. First pass, 4 points for the Aftershocks. True blocker going to the penalty box for, oh no. That's shut your mouth, I think. No, it was, sorry, pardon me, it was true blocker going to penalty for forearm.
$12-0 jam there for the Aftershocks, taking them up to 116. Back up on the line, looks like we've got number 11, Numchuck, up against whole effing show.
It's funny you say that, and the referee's doing the Rob Van Dam thing to indicate there's a timeout. You want to go to another cup? How about the Dallas Derby Devils are hosting the upcoming 2024 Clover Cup in North Richland Hills, Texas on March 22nd through the 24th. This tournament will include sanctioned games from all the associations, including JRDA, WFTDA, and MRDA. Check out derbydevils.com for more information. Oh, they're taking someone out of the penalty box. I think. Oh, was it? And Olefin Show picks up the lead jam for the Aftershocks. Numchuck does make the initial pass. Both jammers can score. Quick 4 points on the board for the Aftershocks. It's 120-72, 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, we saw a great jump from Numchuck on the inside around the other blockers. Unfortunately, that was just as the whistle was blowing, so all of that effort for naught. Great track awareness by the Aftershocks, preventing those points from going up on the board.
Got Grandmaster Smash with the star for the Aftershocks this jam. T-Puff with the star for the Wrecking Balls. Couple numbers I don't think are on here. What?
T-Puff out.
Lost it. He's not lost. He's all right. And looks like Smash picking up lead jam. T-Puff going to the penalty box there with a high block. Is a power jam for the Aftershocks. 4 points picked up on that first pass. Another 4 and then a call off. We'll start in a power start for the Aftershocks this next jam.
Big shout out to our stream team for having the lineup tracker on screen for the jam. Just so you know, that is a native feature of the scoreboard system that our Pittsburgh Undead stream team are making great use of over here. That is available, though, for any WIFTA league who is looking to use it. Be sure to contact your NSOs at your home league if you would like to see it.
Got Sharknado with the star for the Aftershocks. T-Puff's just getting out of the penalty box, so both jammers are on the track. Sharknado does pick up that lead, calls the jam off after putting 4 points up. Oh, we're not here.
Last 5.
And this jam starts with 3 seconds on the clock. In
Carolina
first half.
has not scored a point in the last 5 jams. We got Black and Wild with a star and Smash with a star for the Aftershocks. Black and Wild getting called for a cut track penalty. It is now a power jam for Smash and the San Diego Aftershocks.
And Smash picks up lead for that pass. He is on a power jam at the end of the half. Whole pack speeding up to try to prevent the points. See if Smash has the speed to power through. And Smash is through for 4. He's going to hurry up. He's got just over a minute left to make use of this half. And quick trip through the pack for another 4. He's back on the track, joined by Black and Wild.
Black and Wild still needs to make the initial pass before putting any points up on the board.
And that he does. He's through on his initial. Smash's lead, holding up the intention to call. His hands are up and down, calling off the jam, taking us to the half after a 12-point jam for the Aftershocks. 144 San Diego, Carolina 72.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So far in this game, the Aftershocks have not had a jammer penalty in the game. Wrecking Balls cannot say the same.
For certain. But for sure, I think that there's going to be a lot of discussions in the locker room during the half. And we have seen that all event. The teams come out. We see a totally different gameplay. I'm very excited to see the second half right here with you, Cashman.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Be sure to stick around after this game. We will be hosting the first and second place medal game right after this, currently scheduled for 7 p.m., immediately followed by the medal ceremony streamed live on Twitch by the Pittsburgh Undead stream team.
And the winner gets that nice trophy too. That would be the Western Hemisphere Cup, I believe.
That is the cup in reference.
Yeah.
I see it. It is an actual cup. You could drink out of it if you wanted to at the after party that is located at
It is located right there.
Bottle House Brewery and Meadery in Cleveland Heights from 10 to 1 this evening.
And the cool thing is food's been provided for everyone by the Cleveland Guardians, and there'll be even a custom roller derby drinks you can order. A lager called Apex Hops and a cocktail called Old Fashioned Roller Derby. Come celebrate with the champs.
Try them both. That's my plan.
That's what I say, you know.
To the swords.
Just under a minute left to Derby, Cash, and I'm ready and excited to get back to it. I've seen some huge plays from both teams. Really high-level Derby. Everyone here in the audience loving what's going on. Of course, Carolina's fan section keeping the energy up high in the house and on the stream.
Yeah, definitely. You got to realize both these teams played games today. They also played yesterday, but they played earlier today. So they've been waiting for this for most of the day.
Yep. The Carolina Fan Club also keeping our moderators busy in the chat, too.
And we now are about to start the second half here. Looks like the whole effing show with the star for the Aftershocks. T-Puff with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls.
And that rolling whistle does signal the start of Derby. Here comes our first jam of the second half. Both blockers up, both jammers up against the wall of blockers, but it looks like Whole Effin' Show is the one who's going to make it through for lead as the first lead of this second half.
Is that Lola Chola?
Yep.
It is. It's Chola. I'm telling you, she always wants bad karma.
T-Puff still back in the pack trying to make his initial pass. Meanwhile, Whole Effin' Show threw for 4 on his first scoring pass.
Tell her we're playing bad money in our head.
Oh, a star stash. T-Puff faked the star pass, held on to it, played through on the inside, and T-Puff is out and is coming around for his first scoring pass. Meanwhile, Whole Effin' Show threw for 8.
You can see the whole effing show looking across the track to see where the T-Puff is.
Yeah, T-Puff there trying to use his blocker as a battering ram through the pack was a little bit too much, and his blocker went down, and they had to recycle to the back.
Great move along the inside line there by the whole effing show to get the 4 more points on the board. T-Puff also making a pass there, picking up 4 points for the Wrecking Balls.
Huge leap from T-Puff there at the ends, but it was unsuccessful. That's no points that pass for T-Puff. Barely just made it on 1 foot, but took the fall. That takes us 12-point jam for the Aftershocks, 4 points that jam for the Wrecking Balls, 156 to 76.
Got Numchuck with the star for Carolina. Dr. B with the star for the Aftershocks. And Numchuck does pick up the lead jam for Carolina. Numchuck passing Bugagi, picking up another 4 points there on that pass.
Yeah, and True Blocka there putting up some defense against Nunchuck. What he didn't know, though, is Nunchuck already picked up a track cut penalty. He's in the box, but he is joined by the Aftershocks blocker, and he's back out. So Nunchuck's back on the track on a very brief power jam.
I think that he misinterpreted what the ref said about him continuing on, because both jammer and blocker came out right in front of us.
Yeah, number 69 there, Dr. B, indicating it as he did it, indicating a no pass, no points, thinking that was the answer. Art Jammer ref disagreeing and whistling the cut, sending him to the box. So that puts Nunchuck back on a power jam.
We got about 20 seconds left in the jam.
I do love a jammer that doesn't call for a clear pass, calls for no pass, no points, because he knows he cut. Nunchuck threw again for another 4. Like, don't ask for the worst thing. Ask for the second bad thing. Mr. Ref, I knew I did something bad, but it wasn't that bad.
So it looks like a 10-point jam for the Wrecking Balls as the time came to an end. I think. I saw 2 fingers being held up there when the whistle blew.
Stay up to date on all the social media news by following the MRDA's social media pages. You can follow them on Facebook and Instagram by searching at Men's Roller Derby Association. Just a bit of a conference going on over at the scoring table.
A good jam to start as we're just really barely into the second half of the game, but a 10-point jam there by the Wrecking Balls to tighten this up a little bit more. Sharknado with a star for the Aftershocks, Black and Wild for the Wrecking Balls. And Sharknado picks the inside lane, picks up lead jam for the Aftershocks.
Great little fake by Sharknado coming through on the outside line. T-Puff tried to come in behind and knock him out, but he made it through. He picked up 4 on that pass. He's back through again.
Black and Wild in the penalty box. So we are in a power jam right now for the Aftershocks.
And there you go. That's Old Dirty Packer head to the penalty box as well. So Carolina has a jammer and a blocker in the box. Sharknado, pretty good advantage out on the track. That Carolina blocker team, though, Dr. Dreidel shoving Sharknado to the inside. It did recycle him, but he made it back through on the out and picked up 4.
Still 2 skaters up on the track. Makes it a little bit easier for Sharknado to get around the pack.
Yeah, Sharknado's been doing a great job keeping speed up through his passes. T-Puff's been trying to catch up to him and knock him out, but it's been too fast. Sharknado really using that speed to his advantage. And there's number 92. Slick Shoes getting sent to the box on a penalty for the Aftershocks. T-Puff also picking up a penalty. Sharknado still making cycles around the track as lead. He's up to 20 points now on this jam. And another 3 that pass. 23 points that jam for Sharknado. Carolina Wrecking Balls managed to pick up 3 on that last pass, but that takes us to 179 San Diego, 689 Carolina Wrecking Balls.
That's the highest scoring jam of the game so far.
Carolina Wrecking Balls calling a timeout. That timeout's brought to you by the Clover Cup. Want to go to another cup? The Dallas Derby Devils are hosting the upcoming 2024 Clover Cup in North Richland Hills, Texas on March 22nd to the 24th. The tournament will include sanctioned games from all the associations, including JRDA, WIFTA, and MRDA. Check out derbydevils.com for more info.
People on the Twitch stream are saying there's a lot of penalties in that last jam. It was like a revolving door at one point in the penalty box.
This has been a very penalty-heavy day, and I think that goes to two sorts of factors, right? Is we've got players who've been playing all weekend, and they've been playing all weekend at super high-level postseason type games. They are putting everything out on the track, and that does tend to end up with some sloppy derby as you get towards the end. They're going to have to tighten it up if they want to see no foul outs. I think today we've seen maybe a foul out in each game. I don't know. There's been a lot of foul outs today. So definitely we want to, even though we're trying our hardest, really battling through this game, working for the bronze medal, they need to clean it up a little bit if they want to prevent themselves from going down on the roster.
And we've got Numchuck with the star for the Wrecking Balls. Whole effing show for the Aftershocks. And interesting number, the 8 of the 11 leads by the Carolina Wrecking Balls were lost due to penalty after getting lead. So, telling statistic when you look at the scoreboard.
Quick 4 and out there by Numchuck. Whole effing show made it out, and that triggered him to make the call. Quick little 4-0 jam for Carolina. And that has triggered the Carolina fan club in the audience to do their infamous chat that if I repeated, we'd probably get kicked off the stream.
Yeah, and they're on the stream as well.
Time that San Diego was scoreless.
That is a first scoreless jam for San Diego in the past 9, and Black and Wild immediately comes out, and the whistle picks up lead jam for the Wrecking Balls. Smash makes it through as well. Both jammers have made the initial pass. Black and Wild picking up 4 points on that scoring pass.
Yeah, T-Puff have playing some great offense for Black and Wild there. Big hit on the inside, knocking Mr. Taco towards the outside line. That cleared up some room for Black and Wild to come through for 4. Again, our crowd is really fired up too. They are reminded this is for the bronze medal. Everyone in the house on their feet. There is a huge amount of passion and energy in the Cleveland Heights Community Center this evening.
Oh, certainly. Everyone came up, I guess, to watch the game. We got the Aftershocks, Dr. B with the star. Numchuck from the Wrecking Balls wearing the jammer star. And unfortunately, Numchuck going to the penalty box. It's now a power jam for the Aftershocks and Dr. B.
Big hit there by Dr. Dreidel up against Dr. B. Battle of the doctors. That caused the recycle back. Still trying to make his way through the pack. And he decides he's had enough and just calls off the jam.
3 points on the board for the Aftershocks. It's 185-97, a little over 20 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, Nunchuck's still in the box from that last jam, so this is going to be a power start for San Diego.
It's like Sharknado with a star for the Aftershocks.
Yeah, we just saw Sharknado put up that 23-point jam. Let's see if he can do it again. There's Sharknado with the lead. T-Puff's out there trying to hold him off. And that he does.
Yeah, great defense by T-Puff there.
Yeah, but T-Puff goes out too, so that's a... Oh, he did pick up a lead for that pass. Okay. It looks like lead was awarded prior to going out of bounds. So it's just a no pass, no penalty, but lead was still awarded to Sharknado. Sharknado now threw for 4 as I've been rambling about the first pass. He's now on his second scoring pass. Star pass now. Oh no, it's Star stash, and he held on to it. That's Nunchuck. Made his way around. Sharknado calling it off. I think that was 12. I think he had a 12-point jam, did he not? Yeah. Just waiting for the scoreboard to update.
Yes, sir. That's just it. Don't stop.
I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, Cash.
That's okay. Black and Wild with the star for Carolina. Whole effing show for San Diego, and Black and Wild does pick up lead jam. And with 1 to beat, Whole effing show does make it past.
Yeah.
Black and Wild getting called for a track cut going to the penalty box is now a power jam for the whole effing show.
Yeah, Black and Wild did have lead, though, so this jam's going to go 2 minutes.
Oh, nice move there. Coming down the inside line on the second turn. Picking up 4 points on that pass for the whole effing show. A lot of juking and dodging, and then you have another 4 points on the board.
Oh, Black and Wild is not coming out of the box. He may have fouled out.
He has fouled out.
So that's going to leave a whole effing show the full 2 minutes to do as he pleases. That's going to make yet another game we've seen today with a foul out.
Yep.
I think we're 5-0 for foul outs today.
Not to be confused with expulsions or.
We've seen a couple of those as well.
Yeah.
Whole effing show picking up 20 points that jam, a 20-point jam for Whole effing show. I believe that's the highest score for him this game. Taking the score, San Diego 2-1-3, Carolina picking up 3 points in that jam before Black and Wild made it out. They just crossed the century mark at 100.
Teepuff with the star for Carolina. Smashed with the star for the Aftershocks.
Big defense there by Brick House, but Smash is able to make his way through. Teepuff not that far behind him, though.
And Teepuff putting 4 points up on the board on that pass.
Yeah, that's the second. Yeah, that's the second Carolina blocker to go down to Smash. Some might say a little bit of some back action there. I think twice I saw it on Dr. Dreidel. I saw it on another blocker. I see Carolina kind of goading their coach into wanting to do something, but it doesn't happen. We're going to continue on.
Yeah, both jammers picking up 4 points on that. We do have a new jammer out there. Looks like it is Cosmic Chocolate wearing the star for the Wrecking Balls. Dr. B for the Aftershocks. It's the first time I think we've seen Cosmic Chocolate with the star on in this game.
Another nice hit out by Show Ya Mouth, preventing the jammer on the Aftershocks from making it through. but he takes the inside line and makes it. Picks up the lead for the Aftershocks.
All twisted together there to pull people apart.
Yeah, and that's Cosmic Chocolate jamming for the Wrecking Balls. I think that's their first jam out on the track.
I can guarantee it for jamming. I know that.
Oh, but they picked up a track cut that time going around. They're headed to the box.
Now a power jam for the Aftershocks.
Aftershocks coach practically screaming down the jammer's throat there to call that off, so they have as much time with a power start come this time around. So that's exactly what will happen. Aftershocks will start as a power start in this jam.
They're arguing about staffing engineers. Working about the area team. Yep. And Sharknado with the star and picking up lead jam for the Aftershocks. Sharknado having quite the game.
Looks like Lambo's joined us from the locker room. He's on the stream. He can't be in the facility, so he's going to join us from the stream. Here to support his Aftershocks.
Cosmic Chocolate back on the track. The jammer on record for Carolina Wrecking Balls. And Cosmic Chocolate makes the initial pass, while Sharknado puts up another 4 for an 8-point jam so far. Two more on the board, 10-point jam for Aftershocks. It's 231 to 104 with 11:54 left in this game.
Yep. Question in the chat about how many foul outs there's been in this game. Only one foul out. That was Black and Wild. We did have an ejection earlier on. That was Lambo, who's now joined us from the locker room. This weekend, though, I could not tell you how many foul outs there have been. Quite a few.
Yeah. Got Numchuck with the start for the Wrecking Balls. Whole effing show for the Aftershocks. And the whole effing show picks up lead jam. It's like almost like in professional baseball when you kick a manager out and they come back in with the trench coat on and that hat and they hide on the bench. Except you can do it on Twitch.
Numchuck picking up a penalty there, headed to the box. That puts Aftershocks on a power jam. Whole effing show had this before, put up great points. Let's see if he can do it again. I believe the last time Whole effing show was on a power jam like this, though, that was the foul out on Black and Wild. I don't think Numchuck is there yet, so he's gonna have to look for Numchuck coming back in.
We get a back block now on the whole effing show, so it's now a power jam for Numchuck and the Wrecking Balls.
So now Nunchuck on the track trying to make up for time. He's on a power jam with whole effing show in the box. But the Aftershocks blockers team not making it easy for him. He just got recycled once. He's going at it again. And a little hop on the inside. He lands it and he's clear for 4. Meanwhile, whole effing show back on the track right next to him.
Pop the crowd like crazy.
Yeah, that jam goes to time. 8 points Aftershocks, 4 points for Carolina in that jam. Check, check. Both teams with incredible cheering sections, though. Great energy in the audience today and in the chat.
You gotta love the enthusiasm of the Wrecking Balls fans here as well. Yeah. Dr. B with a star for the Aftershocks. FYT for the Wrecking Balls. And FYT picks up lead jam.
Fight is out as lead for Carolina, much to the chagrin of the audience and the bench. And he's on a power jam. That's Dr. B sent to the box. Fight's coming through. Oh, and takes a big hit from Aftershocks. But he is, almost through. The Carolina blockers were able to, the Aftershock blockers were able to rotate back in front of him. So now it is a push up against the tripod on the toe stops. Oh, huge plays there on the outside, but it looks like they're getting recycled. And here we go again. Fight's back at it on this pass. On the inside, through for 4. There he is. Fight's first points on the board this game.
FYT was coming around the outside, got totally taken out coming around turn number 4. Getting back up, and Tenacity says they're going to put some points on the board, and that's what happened. Now we are back to full strength on the track.
Dr. B's back on the track and is completing his initial pass. Jam is called after another 4. That's an 8-point jam for FYT. Fight.
FYT has a fan club here.
Yeah, the crowd loves him.
And 8 points later, everyone's super excited.
Crowd wants to know how deep. I'm not going to finish it on the stream, but you know.
Yeah, you can hear. It's the first scoreless jam for the Aftershocks in 8 jams.
All thanks to FYT Fact. We have an official timeout.
So it looks like, is it we have 2 Carolina Wrecking Balls in the penalty box to start this. What's this? I don't know what that means. What's this mean? For a penalty. Delay. Okay.
Yeah, so Carolina failed to field a jammer in time to start the next jam. They pulled a delay of game penalty, so the captain's going to get sent to the box, which is what's happened. 2 blockers in the box for Carolina as we start. Looks like Nunchuck out there with the star.
And Smash with the star for the Aftershocks. It couldn't have been from celebrating too much.
Yeah, they were a little bit so distracted by the fact of what just happened, they forgot that they still had to play.
Still looking to make that initial pass. Whistle blowed, and Smash does pick up the lead jam for the Aftershocks. So they blew the whistle for the penalty.
Yeah, Smash there taking a big block and calling off the jam after picking up 2 there. Trying to signal for a penalty. It doesn't look like the refs are going to oblige him. Coming back into jam 15, just under 6 minutes remaining. San Diego 244, Carolina 160. Oh, look who's back out.
That's right. FYT is wearing the star again this jam for the Wrecking Balls. Sharknado for the Aftershocks. Yeah. And Sharknado picks up lead jam. FYT getting called for a back block. It is now a power jam for the Aftershocks.
Yeah, Sharknado makes every bit of these power jams count, so expect to see some high scoring this jam. Naughty or Nicely also being sent to the penalty box. Great hit there by number 667, Billy Goat, recycling Sharknado. That's enough for Sharknado to call it while the Carolina Jammer is still in the box. Aftershocks are going to start this next jam with a power start.
Yeah, it was like a good combo with Dr. Dreidel there as well, kind of deflecting the jammer off of the other blocker. So it got the whole effing show with the star on for the Aftershocks this next jam. It will be a power start with FYT in the penalty box to start the jam. It is now a power jam for the Aftershocks.
T-Puff with a great block on the outside, knocking whole effing show out. He rotates back around, tries to knock on the inside, but he goes out as well. That left whole effing show clear to come out with 4.
It's like FYT's stashing the star. What do you think FYT stands for? Fine Young Thing? I don't know.
I thought it was just a hip way to say fight. Nice spin move there by whole effing show on the inside, picking up 4 on that pass. He's up to 12 points in this jam.
FYT going back to the penalty box for a track cut.
And there goes Slick Shoes to the penalty box. He is not without some foul outs himself this weekend, so he needs to be careful. Whole effing show calls off the jam, or might
The
have
jam got called off. 16 points going on the Aftershocks. It's 271 to 116 with 2:47 left in the game.
Yeah, fight's still in, or FYT is still in the penalty box. So this will be another power start for the Aftershocks. And this will be the 3rd jam.
Now, before we have a timeout, and this game does determine 3rd place and 4th place in the tournament. Both teams are doing fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. FYT, this is his 3rd jam as jammer since he's been hitting the penalty box each time, and Aftershocks calling it off. Likely one of the reasons Carolina is calling a timeout to give him a second to catch his breath, rejuvenate for the next jam.
And then, of course, the following game, it will be for the championship. Definitely don't want to miss that. St. Louis Gatekeepers are taking on Denver. Ground control. Denver are Gatekeepers. I almost feel like we should get a wave going again. Can you guys do a wave? No.
We've got most of our blockers starting at the Roller Derby Athletics pivot line here. Aftershocks going to get a running start at this jam.
And that is Dr. B with a star for the Aftershocks.
Yeah, Toto this time. Keeping Dr. B from making his way through. This time getting recycled by Brick House.
Had a multiplayer call against Toto there, going to the penalty box.
Yeah, meanwhile, FYT back on the track performed a star pass to T-Puff. T-Puff made it out on the initial pass, and he's through for 4 on his first scoring pass.
T-Puff putting 4 points up on that first scoring pass. down to a minute and a half left on the clock.
Yeah, after a lot of struggle there, Dr. B powers through for 4 and calls it. Carolina squad out in the stands just as active as ever. You know, they're doing the hot, wet, covered in sweat. You finish the rest.
I'm so happy I got to witness this weekend. They're so much fun. You got Sharknado with a star. Numchuck also wearing a star for the Wrecking Balls. This could be the last jam of the game. We're under a minute.
Nunchuck with a great little stick on one foot on the outside line. He's through.
A quick call off there by the Aftershocks. 4 points on the board, then a timeout. We will have at least one more jam.
Yeah, Aftershocks still have all their timeouts. This is the first timeout they've used this half. Carolina, only with their official review left, they could choose to use that as the timeout. They wanted to add a second jam, one more jam after this one, if they so chose. It would require a real quick call off, though.
Certainly, you'd have to get the lead very quick. So. Got T-Puff with the star for the Carolina Wrecking Balls this jam. And here we go. And Sharknado with a star as well, and picking up the lead jam, coming down the outside of the pack. Four points on the board. Sharknado very instrumental in how this game has turned out as well. Having a very good game.
And that is the game clock.
Instead of pursuing more points, Sharknado sat back on the pack and waited for the clock to hit 0 before calling the jam off. And it was the final jam of the game. We have an unofficial score. I'm sure it'll be official real soon.
Yeah, while we wait for that official score, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here at the MRDA Western Hemisphere Cup. Great to announce with you, Cash, and all the other announcers here.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun with this, too. That was a fun game. We had made fun out of this. This was a lot of blast this weekend.
Got till halftime in the next game to get your alcohol.
Yeah, an absolute wonderful
And just a heads up, you have till halftime of next game to get your alcohol.
Like the last moment. This is last call? No.
Halftime.
The next game. Like half of the final.
And it's final. And it's a final score. 279 Aftershocks, 123 Carolina Wrecking Balls.
Sorry. I feel like I'm making it more confusing.
Do you want an announcement right now or during the next game? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what would be a better idea. Probably right now.
Hey, if you're going to get yourself a drink, you've got until halftime of the next game to get one, or you're not going to get one here. You're just going to have to go to the after party. Then come on out to the Bottle House Brewery and Meadery. But right now, if you're here, you can get one until halftime of the next game.
And again, a big thank you to the Cleveland Guardians for hosting and to the Pittsburgh Undead Stream team for streaming this out for everyone. It's been, again, an absolute pleasure. Thanks again on behalf of myself, Discussions, and
the Cash Man.
We'll see you next time. Stay tuned for the gold medal match, Denver versus St. Louis.